Right, we're live. So my throat's still a bit tickly. So welcome to Defending Elvis. Hi guys. So we've just finished part one. The point of part one was what would Lisa Marie Presley, how would she feel? How would she feel? How would she feel about Epic Elvis Presley in concert? How would she feel about it? Yeah. Um, it's literally, it's like, it's so big, it's so amazing. And because it's Elvis, it's actually Elvis himself. Yeah. No Priscilla involved, no Priscilla involved in it at all. Yeah. This is just, this is just Elvis. His personality, his amazing talent, his charm, his charisma, everything about Elvis is in Epic. And this is why I think Lisa Marie would absolutely love Epic. Absolutely love it, because we get to see the true man behind the legend and obviously the legend. And it's got nothing to do with Priscilla. Priscilla hasn't been used to help promote it. Baz Luhrmann didn't need Priscilla to give it credibility. Yeah. So the point of this script that I put together is basically to honor Lisa Marie, and we're just gonna contemplate how would she feel about Epic. Of course, we know how she would feel. She would be blown away. She would be like, yes, finally the world gets to see my dad. Finally the world gets to see my dad. That is how she would feel. Okay, so let's do it. Let's read the script. So in case you've missed part one, guys, we did an hour just discussing it. Yeah. And comparing it to Baz Luhrmann's Austin Butler film. There's a big difference, because obviously Austin Butler's film, we're not happy with it, are we? Let's be honest. We're not happy with many of the things in Austin Butler's film, even though we do like Austin Butler and we can see the good it did. We also can see they got the story wrong, the history wrong. Elvis was unfairly portrayed. They do the usual, making Priscilla out to be a victim, which is bullshit. And so we're not happy really with Austin Butler's Baz Luhrmann film. Austin did the best he could. Yeah. Epic is completely different. Epic is completely different. It's all about Elvis, the true man, the man behind the legend, as well as the legend. And this is why we love Epic. And this is why I feel, that Lisa would absolutely love Epic. This would have brought her so much joy and happiness. I believe she would have been cheering from the rooftops. I also believe Lisa Marie would have run around the world promoting Epic as much as possible, because she knows finally we get to see the true Elvis, her father, in the correct way, without him being trashed. There's no trashing here. There is just the honest man, the Christian man, the boy from Tupelo, doing his thing. It's obvious he loves being Elvis. It's obvious he loves his fans. He loves the people he works with, his band members, his backing singers. Elvis loved being Elvis. Okay? And this shows it. And Lisa would have wanted the world to see the true Elvis. So I really believe that she would have loved it. Right. Let's read it out. Okay. So I put this together today. And I'm going to send this to Manny from Elvis Blue Defending the King. He may put it together as an audio that we can listen to. So here goes, guys. What would Lisa Marie Presley think of Epic Elvis Presley in concert? So it took me a while to do this, guys. I was going back and forth and jigging around with it. I wanted it to make it feel right. So I'm going to read it and I'm going to ad-lib a little bit. Let me just... Right, let's have a look. Where are we? Let me just get your comments up. I like to, but let me just get it. I want to be able to see your comments, guys. 1 second. Let's see if it's. Hang on a minute. It's important to me I can see what you're saying while I read it. So thanks for joining me, guys. Welcome to Defending Elvis. In case you just joined me, this is part 2. Okay, this is part 2. And thank you for joining me, okay? So, over the past week, Epic Elvis Presley in concert has been playing on limited release, and already 6 million people worldwide have seen it in its first run alone. So a few people have reported that it's done nearly 6 million views. I think one of them was Elvis last, but a few other people have started posting it now. It's been quite a big hit already, and it's not on national release yet. So with the numbers still climbing, as it prepares for its full national release on the 27th, these are staggering figures, but the real story isn't in the ticket counts. It's in how the film finally lets the world see Elvis the man, not just the star, not just the legend, but the loving, funny, tender human being behind it all, the Christian man, the boy from Tupelo. This is what stands out to me, and I keep hearing it when I'm watching loads of different reviews. Yeah, the most common thing that people are saying is it's Elvis. It's his voice from beginning to end. It's Elvis's voice. Elvis narrates it. Loads and loads of songs. Crystal clear, beautiful images of Elvis on stage with his band, with the fans. Just Elvis being Elvis. You see him up close and personal. You feel like you're with him. You feel like you're in the audience. You feel very close to Elvis because Baz Luhrmans zoomed into it. You feel part of the audience as well as part of the band because you really are up in Elvis's face, and I think that makes it extra special. You feel the sweat running down his face, the beautiful blue glisten of his eyes, that beautiful smile. As he moves his lips beautifully to each word of the songs. Yeah. So you really can see that Elvis is loving it. He's in the moment. And he wants to do his best. He's loving everything around him. He's loving the band and the backing singers and the audience. He's completely in tune with everything that's happening, and everybody is in tune with Elvis. If you watch the band members and the audience, everyone is staring at Elvis. Elvis is the center of all of it. Yeah. He's the center of the universe. You get it? No one can take their eyes off Elvis. And that is the bit that stands out to me. So this is something truly different. Yes, Baz Luhrmans' Elvis film with Austin Butler helped reintroduce Elvis to a new generation, which it did. It brought in new fans. Carolyn is one of them. And we all know how much Lisa Marie adored that film and how proud she was of it. But the new Epic experience goes even deeper. It recreates Elvis. It reveals him. I like the bit, it reveals him. Yeah. So I've already discussed this in part 1. You know, the Baz Luhrmann film. Yes, Lisa loved it. She loved Austin Butler. She loved Baz Luhrmann. I respect that, but it doesn't come anywhere close to Epic. Elvis Presley in concert is on another level. Yeah, it reveals him. Yeah. So thanks to cinematic restoration and enhancement work that many believe was influenced by the artistry of someone like Peter Jackson. Yes, so we've heard the guy from Lord of the Rings and his team recreated this long lost footage that was found in the salt mines because there was 6-7 tapes. Guys, it was 6-7. You know, I watched an interview this morning and he said 6-4. Baz Luhrmann this morning. 6-4 boxes or tapes, whatever you call it. Baz, it's 6-7. We demand a recount. It is 6-7, whether you like it or not. Team Elvis, we know it was 6-7, don't we? Do we agree? Do we agree it was 6, 7 boxes or tapes, whatever they want to call it? Come on, guys. Baz Luhrmann, if you ever watch me, it's 6, 7 boxes, 6, 7 tapes that were found in the hidden mines, salt mines, whatever you call them. I'm telling you, mate, 6, 7. Anyway, so where are we? All we know is how much Lisa Marie adored that film and how proud she was of it. Yeah, okay, right, I've just read that. Let's keep going. So yes, I think it was Peter Jackson, the guy who did Lord of the Rings. He's done many other things as well, hasn't he? Yeah. And the footage, the audio was done in a beautiful, incredible way. It was very intimate. It was very alive, and it catches the audience and it catches Elvis. The color is beautiful. You see the color in his eyes. You feel the emotion in his voice. Isn't that? I really felt that when I was watching Epic in Bristol with my son. Every word penetrated you. Seriously, when I was watching Epic, I was like that. I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was like I was like a lost dog. Like it's like all the way from beginning to end. You didn't want it to end. You wanted it to carry on for longer. You literally were overwhelmed with just how amazing Elvis was. Honestly, guys, his performances were on point. You completely understood why Elvis was the most famous entertainer that has ever lived. And no one has ever matched up to him, and they never will. When you watch Epic, you are never the same again. I really believe this. You've got the before Epic and the after Epic. And when you walk into that cinema, theatre, IMAX, call it what you want, you will walk out a different person. I repeat, when you walk into that cinema, you are going to walk out a different person. I can't explain it. You won't understand what I mean until you've done it. When you walk out, you will never be the same again. You will be transformed by Elvis's beauty, his voice, his magnificence, but also by the fact that he's just a humble boy from Tupelo with a God-given talent, and the way he looks is Adonis. He's like a Greek god. You know what I mean, guys? And so you get my point, yeah? So you watch every jiggle, every smile, every breath. You really do. You really are looking at the way his mouth moves, his cheeks, his skin, his nose, everything. Everything. The way his body moves, his neck, arms, hands. You're looking at his hands, the jewelry all over him. The way that he fits so perfectly into a jumpsuit. No one looks better in a jumpsuit than Elvis. Trust me. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. So then you've got being close enough to feel like he's singing directly to you. So Baz Luhrmann has been very clever. He zooms it in. He zooms in the filming so you feel like he's singing to you. You feel like you're with Elvis. Yeah. You feel like you're in that concert with Elvis, part of the audience. Honestly, guys, it is like a live show. It literally feels like a live show. There is footage here that has been seen before, but the quality, the presence, the humanity of it, that's something the world has never experienced. Now, I will say this, guys. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. This really is special. This really does draw you in and envelop you. Yeah, you really feel that you're part of something very special. I will also add this, that even though they do use a lot of footage that we've already seen, the way it's been enhanced and the sound quality, it's been recolorized. It just looks beautiful. It looks crystal clear. It's like you're watching it for the first time. Even though we've seen it a million times, it's all over YouTube. The way that Baz Luhrmann pieces it together, recreates it with Peter Jackson, and he pieces some old footage with some newly found footage, and obviously the newly found audio of Elvis talking. Yeah, he does such an amazing job of it that you don't care. You don't care if you've seen some of it before. It just feels right. Yeah. I will say this, guys. I don't want to sound negative, but I wish there was a lot more new footage. I wish there was a lot more newly discovered footage. Yeah, even with Elvis talking, because he narrates it from beginning to end. I wish there was more new clips of Elvis talking. Okay, because a lot of it you've heard before. We still love it. It's been beautifully put together, beautifully produced. But I personally would like to see a lot more brand new, never before seen footage and Elvis talking. I would like to have seen more of it, but it was still phenomenal. So let's keep going. The footage here that has been seen before, yes, but the quality, the presence, the humanity of it, that's something the world has never experienced. This is a first time experience, guys. This is amazing. And that brings me to the question that moves me more than anything. If Lisa Marie, this is the point of my script that I created this morning. If Lisa Marie was still here, how would she feel about it? So this is what we've been discussing. We were discussing it in part 1 this morning, earlier. And so, from everything we know of Lisa Marie, her fierce love of her father, her protectiveness over his legacy, her gratitude for artistic work that lifted him up, I have no doubt that she would have been absolutely amazed. So there's a few things in that, guys. Yeah? She's gutted that many of these people trashed her father. Whether it's the Smiths, the Stanleys, the Memphis Muffin, or her own mother, she is gutted that these people backstabbed, double-crossed her father, okay? For too many decades, these people have got away with trashing Elvis and made excuses for it. For too many decades, these people that trashed Elvis have been treated as the new Elvis, have been treated as heroes. For too many decades, Elvis fans have been kissing the arse of the trashers and have forgotten Elvis. And this is what makes Epic so amazing. Because this epic, Elvis Presley in concert, Baz Luhrmans' epic, is a slap in the face to the trashers, to the fake Elvis fans, to the fake Elvis YouTube channels, to the family members that trashed Elvis for money, to the step brothers that trashed Elvis for money, to the ex-wife Priscilla that trashed Elvis for money, to the cousins that trashed Elvis for money. This is a slap in the face, because this shuts everyone up, because this throws Elvis right into the forefront at his best and says, there you go. That is how you should have treated Elvis. Because it does show the human being. It does show the man behind the legend. Yeah? So this epic is a massive slap in the face to the Trasher Club. I call them the Trasher Club. It pushes the trashers to the wayside. It exposes the fake Elvis fans, the fake Elvis channels. It exposes the family members that have double-crossed, backstabbed Elvis and are making excuses for it. Isn't that what happened the other day? Do we agree with that, guys? Isn't that what happened the other day when we had this YouTube program that had a family member on it? They're making excuses for their behavior, trashing Elvis. You can sort of see that the family member isn't really that interested in watching Epic. Do any of you agree with that? Any of you that watch that show, I'm not going to name the show. Please do not name it. It's pretty obvious that that family member isn't that bothered about watching Epic. That is what stood out to me. Nor is Priscilla. Nor is Priscilla. She's not bothered about watching Epic. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? This Epic is a slap in the face for the trashers. Because these trashers that double-crossed and sold Elvis out and stabbed him in the back, that showed no loyalty, I repeat, that showed no loyalty to Elvis, sold him out is the key thing here, trash for cash, Epic is a slap in the face because it shows the world, that this is how Elvis should have been portrayed. Yes, we see the human being, the real man, a man who made mistakes, a man who wasn't perfect. We won't whitewash him. So you do see the real man in Epic. You see him, you get a sense of the true Elvis. And you also get a sense of how magnificent he was, how talented he was, how lovely he was. This is what I say to all the trashers of the last 40 years that sold Elvis out for money, sold their soul for money. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. Nobody has to share anybody's private sexual preferences. Nobody has to share a family member's or a close friend's private health struggles. No one has to do that. You can still share someone's life at home, you know, behind the star, behind the legend. You can still discuss the way Elvis lived at home, traveling, with family, cousins, stepbrothers, ex-wife, ex-girlfriends. You can still share all those things without humiliating him, without taking away his dignity. And this is the mistake. These people were offered large amounts of money to sell Elvis out and take away his dignity. And the horrible thing is, it was done in front of his daughter. How many of these people thought about how his daughter felt? I say this to the trashers, and you know who you are. I repeat, I say this to the trashers, and you know who you are. Did you not care about Lisa Marie Presely? Did you not care about her feelings? Did you not care about how Lisa Marie Presely felt humiliated on behalf of her father? Did it not bother you that Lisa Marie, who was very young, had to watch her father's dignity being taken away from him, publicly humiliated around the world by the very people that he was good to, that he trusted, that he shared his close personal secrets with, private details? This was done in front of Lisa Marie. Did you not care about Lisa Marie's feelings? Now, I go one step further. To the family and the stepbrothers, the cousins, the Memphis Mafia, Priscilla Presley. Did you not care about Elvis's feelings? How many of you cared about Elvis' feelings? Seriously, when you guys were trashing for 50 years, more or less, did any of you care about Elvis's feelings and Lisa Marie's feelings? And even now, do any of you care about Riley Keough's feelings? Do any of you care about Finley and Harper's feelings? Because only recently, only 2 days ago, or was it 1 day ago, we had a family member saying, I will answer any question. I will answer any question. Ask me whatever you want. I'll answer it. Truth is truth. We were there. We lived the life. Do you not care about Riley Keough's feelings? Listening to her grandfather, his private personal details being shared, whether it be his private details or his private health details. To the cousin, I say to you, do you not care about Riley Keough? How she feels about you sharing her grandfather's private life? To the cousin who did a show only days ago, proudly saying, I will answer almost any question. Do you not care about Finley and Harper's feelings? Do you care about Finley and Harper? They're only 17. You are proudly on a YouTube channel. Truth is truth. Me and my parents will answer almost any question, no matter how private it is. no matter how personal or embarrassing to Elvis, no matter how much it takes away Elvis's dignity. We will even discuss his health struggles, his private sexual details. We will discuss it proudly on both our shows. Do you not care about Finley and Harper and their feelings? How do you think Finley and Harper feel that these cousins of Elvis are prepared in 2026 to share private sexual details about their grandfather, their mother's father? And I come back to the same thing. Do you not care? This is to the cousins who did a YouTube show the other day. Do you not care about the feelings of Lisa Marie, of Elvis Presley, of Riley Keough, of Finley and Harper? Do you not care about the feelings of Gladys Presley, Vernon Presley? And this is the mistake all of you have made. You don't care about any of these people. Do you not care about Donna Presely? Donna Presely is Elvis's first cousin. She absolutely loves the Presleys. She absolutely loves Elvis. Do you not care about Donna's feelings? Do you not care about Ginger Alden's feelings? She was with Elvis for the last 9 months. Do you not care about her feelings? Ginger Alden, who was engaged to marry Elvis. You try to discredit her. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. But then you make excuses. Then you have YouTube channels, fake Elvis YouTube channels, fake Elvis fans, trying to make excuses to condone what these people did. The Stanleys, the Smiths, Priscilla, the Memphis Mafia. You make excuses to make it okay. Oh, he's not with us anymore. Elvis is dead. Who cares? Lisa Marie is dead. Who cares? They do care. Of course they care. But Riley Keough and Finley and Harper, they are with us and they will care because it's family. Of course family care. Of course they do. You want to carry on making your money on YouTube, which you have been for years now. You want to carry on getting your ass kissed and you want to proudly say, truth is truth. I was there. I lived the life. The very reason you should not be doing it, I repeat, knowing Elvis, living with Elvis, being with Elvis is exactly why you should not have done it. Same goes for Lisa Marie. Knowing Lisa Marie, living with Lisa Marie, being around Lisa Marie when she was young, a child, around Gracelands is exactly why you do not share private details, private sexual details, private health details of Elvis that humiliate him and embarrass him and take away his dignity. That is why. I think I've made my point, yeah? And every YouTube channel, every fake Elvis fan that kisses the ass of these people, shame on you. You should be defending Elvis. You need to remember Elvis comes first. Elvis comes first. You are a bunch of fake Elvis fans, fake Elvis YouTube channels. And you are, as family members, you are betrayers. You are betrayers. You betrayed Elvis. For money, for fame, for your 15 minutes of glory. You sold Elvis out. You sold Lisa Marie out. And now you are doing it in front of Riley, Finley and Harper. So to anybody that wants to know what a fake Elvis fan is, or a trasher is, what is a trasher? I've just given you your answer. And one thing I have worked out is that all of these people are Priscilla fans, Stanley fans, Smith fans, Memphis Mafia fans, Marty Lacker fans, Lamar Fight fans, Red West fans, Sonny West fans, Dave Hebler fans. You're a bunch of trasher fans. You've all been exposed. You are a bunch of trasher fans, not just the YouTubers, the YouTube channels as well. You expose yourself. And the ones that stalk me and attack me every day and make stupid videos about me, you make complete fools of yourselves. You're a bunch of stalkers and I laugh at you. To the stalkers, I absolutely laugh at you every day. You are hilarious and you show your true colors. You dream about me. You dream about me. You're stalkers. You need help. You need help. Anyway, let's keep going. So, for everything we know of her, so let's get back to the script, guys. I'll sidetracked a bit then. For everything we know of her, her fierce love for her father, her protectiveness over his legacy, her gratitude for his artistic work that lifted him up, I have no doubt that she would have been absolutely amazed. I truly believe she would have found Epic phenomenal. Phenomenal. Not because it's a movie, not because it gives the world the real Elvis, not just a caricature created by gossip and scandal. I think I've said enough about that, haven't I? Yeah? The caricature that has been created, it has been done by the people Elvis trusted. The family members, the ex-wife, the stepbrothers, the cousins, the Memphis Mafia, they created this caricature, this disgusting caricature of Elvis. Your trashing created that. No wonder Lisa Marie cut them off. No wonder Lisa Marie told them to rot in hell. No wonder Lisa Marie told them to rot in hell. And they refused to apologize and they refused to regret. In fact, they stand by it and they say, I have nothing to apologize for. Shocking. So Lisa Marie would have rejoiced that the world was finally seeing him clearly. And this is what stands out, guys, with Epic. You see Elvis clearly, right up close, but not just visually. You feel Elvis. You sense him. Yeah? You sense his personality, his soul, his spirit, his very essence comes across in Epic. You finally see up close and personal, Elvis is a gift from God. You feel his heart. You feel Elvis's heart, don't you? To any of you that have watched, Epic, you feel his heart, don't you? You feel him. You feel his joy. One of the things you sense when you watch Epic is he's loving it. He's loving it. He's in the moment. He's completely immersed in the glory of what's happening. Yeah. Elvis absolutely loved being Elvis. He loved, obviously, the band members, the audience, the fans. He loved singing. He loved performing. Elvis was in his element. Elvis was born to do this. He was born to do it. Even when you see the rehearsals, it blows you away. And when Elvis starts singing the gospel music, it takes your breath away. When I was watching Elvis doing the gospel stuff, it took my breath away. When Elvis sang Bridge Over Troubled Water, I was like, wow. Honestly, I couldn't believe I was going through this experience, this amazing experience watching Epic with my 5-year-old son. I felt so overjoyed that I was with my 5-year-old son, Tino. Remember, I was 4 or 5 when I discovered Elvis. And here I am in Bristol in the IMAX theatre watching Elvis at his best with my 5-year-old boy, Tino. Amazing. So you feel his joy. You can also understand his struggles. You can see the sensitivity in Elvis's voice, in his eyes, in his body language. When Elvis is narrating and talking through Epic, you feel his awkwardness, his shyness. So sensitive, such a sensitive person, but such a powerful person. Get it? You feel the brilliance. I felt the brilliance of Elvis. in that theatre in IMAX. You completely could feel his deep love for his audience. You really could tell that Elvis truly loved his fans. He truly wanted to please his fans. You also can tell that they truly loved him. They truly loved him. They were in awe of Elvis. They felt, you could see that they were having an experience they will never forget. When you look at the audience, they were having an experience they will never forget. You also felt it from the band members, from the backing singers, from the drummer, from the guitar players, that they were having an unforgettable experience. They couldn't take their eyes off Elvis. They were completely in tune with every single thing that Elvis was doing. They were in tune with it. You can look at the way that Baz Luhrmann filmed it, because it was so close up. You could really feel everything that was happening with the backing singers and the different instruments that were being played. Everybody was in tune with Elvis. Elvis was the center of everything. These people never forgot every performance they ever did with Elvis because it was so special. Elvis made it very special. Every performance, every note, every song. It was magical. So his deep love for his audience, she would have been moved that his humanity stands front and center. Yes, that's what you get. Front and center. Bang, you're there. In Elvis's face. Beautiful. You don't think about the disgusting bullshit that was said about him by his friends and family and his ex-wife and Memphis Mafia. You don't think about that. All the bullshit rumors, things that were twisted and exaggerated and lies, the lies that were told about Elvis. You forget about the fact that all these people trashed Elvis for cash, betrayed him, double-crossed him for money. This man was giving everything in his performance. Everything. Elvis gave it 100%. And let's be honest, for decades, too many people exploited Elvis's name for money, for cheap attention, for self-interest. To these people that trashed Elvis and still say they will still trash him, if you ask the right questions to these YouTube channels, these family members, they will share Elvis's private details, his private health struggles, his private sexual details. And why do they do it? They do it for self-interest. For self-interest. It's all about themselves. Me, and making money. But if you say one negative word about their own family, I repeat, if we say one negative thing about their own family, whether it be a wife or a parent, a father, a mother, a grandfather, then they throw their toys out of their pram. Then they get upset and angry and they insult us. So there's a double standard. They're allowed to talk about Elvis in front of Lisa Marie and insult him and take away his dignity. But if we dare say anything about them, whether we're talking about the Smiths, the Stanleys, or Priscilla, or the Memphis Mafia, if we dare say anything about them, we are attacked and insulted. We are told Elvis doesn't need defending. We are repeatedly told Elvis doesn't need defending. It's a double standard. They can't take it for themselves, for their own families. But when Elvis is insulted, when no one cares about Elvis's feelings, when no one cared about Lisa Marie's feelings, no one cared about Riley, Finley and Harper's feelings, no one cared about Gladys and Vernon's feelings, it's a different story. Do you get it? It's a double standard. It's okay for them to trash Elvis, but it's not okay for us to have opinions about them. It's a double standard. Okay, guys. She would have been moved that his humanity stands front and center. And let's be honest, for decades, too many people exploited Elvis's name and his story for money and for cheap attention and for self-interest. They profited from the myth while the man was misunderstood and reduced to gossip and mistreated. Epic changes everything. Epic changes everything. The film doesn't pull back the curtain to expose him. There is nothing in Epic that wants to embarrass or humiliate Elvis or take away his dignity. It raises the curtain to honor him. Do you understand this, guys? We completely worship the gift that he was born with. These God-given talents that Elvis had. So many, not just his voice. His heart, his soul, his beautiful spirit, his very essence. But yes, Elvis also had the struggles of being the most famous man on the planet. The pressures that so many people relied on Elvis, didn't they? The pressure on Elvis was immense, which is why I think he would be so exhausted. Elvis would give each performance 1,000%, which is why he would be so exhausted. Whereas these family members tore him down, trashed his life for money, for self-gain, for self-interest. Epic lifts Elvis up. Epic raises up to the standard he deserved. To the standard he deserved. Now, if Lisa Marie was in Lisa Marie speaking from heaven now, she'd be saying, this is Elvis, the Elvis I knew. My father, this is my father. My father shown correctly, without having his dignity taken away, without being trashed. This is the father I love and miss and honored for my whole life. This is Lisa Marie. This is the father I defended for over 40 years. Alone. Lisa Marie, for many decades, defended her father alone. Do we understand that? Before there was internet, Lisa Marie had to defend the father that she loved alone. Who else could help her? There was no internet. There was no social media. The fans didn't have a voice. So Lisa Marie Presely was a lone daughter, struggling to stand up and defend her father, which is exactly why she cut these people off, cut them off from Gracelands. Remember, her own mother, Lisa Marie's own mother, was trashing Elvis. Elvis's ex-wife was trashing Elvis, Lisa's mother. So Lisa was between a rock and a hard place. Get it? So she was alone. Lisa Marie was alone in her defense of her father, who she adored. Remember how close Elvis and Lisa was. So finally, Lisa Marie will see, this is the truth the world needs to see. I believe that Lisa Marie would be smiling down proudly with her father, with Benjamin. I really do think that. I think Lisa Marie would be absolutely blown away with the success of Epic. She will be so happy with Baz Luhrmann, which is why I keep saying Baz Luhrmann is a hero. Elvis has been relaunched to the world in the correct way, in the way he should have been relaunched. The way that Elvis was badly trashed and portrayed for over 40 years is an absolute sin. It is a crime. What happened to Elvis by his own friends and family, the way he was discussed and portrayed and sold out in books, biographies, documentaries and tabloids and magazines and news interviews, is a crime. Is a crime. And Elvis would not believe it that it happened. Elvis would not believe that the last 40 years happened in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie. He would be shocked. So this is what makes Epic even more special, because it relaunches Elvis the right way. The right way. Baz Luhrmann has finally got things right. He has relaunched Elvis around the world on a world tour the right way. Could you imagine how proud Riley Keough and Finley and Harper are now of Epic, of their father, of their grandfather? If anything's going to make Riley, Finley and Harper proud, it will be Epic. Epic is running around the world achieving massive success. Imagine how Gladys and Vernon would feel now. Seriously, Gladys and Vernon in heaven right now, how would they feel about Elvis Presley in concert? We get it, guys? She would be smiling. She would be proud. Finally, we're getting to see the true Elvis, the father that she loved, the real Elvis. No gossip, no trash talk. You see his heart, his talent, a beautiful legacy, of course. She would be thrilled to bits. No cheap headlines. We just see the true Elvis. A 1 in 5 billion. The greatest, most beautiful voice in history. There will never be another Elvis. The kindest soul that ever lived. I truly believe Elvis was one of the kindest people that ever lived. I really mean that. If you do basic research and you have a basic understanding of Elvis the human being, and you go right back to Tupelo when he was a little boy and then follow his life, Elvis was one of the kindest souls that ever lived. A beautiful Christian heart, a beautiful Christian man. Lisa Marie would be cheering. Lisa Marie would be cheering with a massive smile on her face of pride. She would be so proud. On behalf of her children, Riley, Finley and Harper, she would be so proud that her own children get to witness Epic. Epic truly is a miracle, a relaunch of Elvis. Could you imagine how proud Lisa Marie would be that her children, especially Finley and Harper, who are only 17, could you imagine how Finley and Harper feel that this epic Elvis Presley in concert is going around the world and it's a massive success? It's giving us back Elvis. Elvis in 2026 is at the top of his game again. Finley and Harper get to witness that. Riley Keough gets to witness that. Elvis is at the top of, isn't he? He's at the top of his game again. The whole world gets to see how talented he was, how beautiful he was, his beautiful soul, his beautiful personality. Because the one thing that does stand out in Epic is his amazing personality. His charisma comes through, his charm, his fun. He's so fun-loving. Just a down-to-earth man with a heart of gold. And Finley and Harper get to see it up close and personal. Remember, Finley and Harper will never meet Elvis. Riley Keough never met Elvis. So this is as close as it gets. Remember that. This is as close as it gets. If you want to feel how it feels to meet Elvis, watch Epic. Obviously, they have the beautiful memories that lovely Lisa Marie shared with them, of course. Lisa Marie shared beautiful memories with Riley, with Finley and Harper, of course. Yeah? But if you want to see Elvis up close and personal and see the legend performing at his best and his personality, the man behind the legend, go and watch Epic. And I guarantee you that Finley and Harper and Riley will be so proud to watch their grandfather perform on a world stage, on a world tour. Elvis has always deserved better. I've always said it. Elvis deserves better. Elvis deserves Epic. I've been saying it recently. Elvis deserves Epic. Finally, in 2026, we can honour Elvis in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie, in front of Riley, Finley and Harper, in front of Gladys and Vernon, the right way. The right way. This is what Elvis deserves. And we must thank Baz Luhrmann for doing this. That is why I keep saying Baz Luhrmann is a hero. Pretty emotional, guys. Pretty emotional, but that's finally Elvis gets what he deserves. Finally. Okay, guys, I think I've made my point. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes, not fact, just an opinion sharing, discussing YouTube channel. We're just having a discussion on YouTube, guys. Nothing I say is fact. That is my disclaimer. Whew! That took a lot out of me, guys. That was hard. That was, I had to dig deep for that. So Anna Maria, the defamation after death was criminal. I agree. Defamation and slander was happened to Elvis after he died, just before as well, and after. It's a very good point, Anna Maria. It's a very good point. Elvis has been defamed and slandered, and it's still happening now. And these people refuse to say sorry. Remember, only days ago, we have nothing to say sorry for. Only days ago. Ask us any questions. Ask us any question, you'll get an answer. No one's going to stop us saying things. We'll say what we want, whether they like it or not. No care for Riley, Finley and Harper and their feelings. No care for Elvis's feelings. No care for Lisa Marie's feelings. I'm pretty drained after that, guys. But anyone watching this, you will love Epic. Epic will change your life. You won't be the same again after watching Epic. I guarantee it. Yeah? It will be an experience you will never forget. Epic, it doesn't matter how much of a fan you are, Epic will change you for the better. You will become even more of a fan. Elvis does need defending. He always will. Anybody that says Elvis doesn't need defending, shame on you. And isn't it funny that usually the people that say that Elvis doesn't need defending are the trashers, the trasher supporters. The people that support the trashers say Elvis doesn't need defending. The people that support, no, the people that are against me, my movement, Team Elvis, are supporters of the trashers. The people that insult me and call me names, that are stalking me and making disgusting videos about me, are trasher fans. Are trasher fans. These are fake Elvis fans. These are fake Elvis channels. And the people that have trashed Elvis, you will go down in history, even if you're family members, even if you're Memphis Mafia, even if you're ex-wife, even if you're a stepbrother or a cousin, you will go down in history as trashers of Elvis. Trashers of Elvis. My advice to you, trashers of Elvis, go and watch Epic. I repeat, my advice to you, trashers of Elvis, go and watch Elvis and then tell me he doesn't need defending. My advice to the stalkers who are stalking me, go and watch Epic and then tell me Elvis doesn't need defending. Oh, and get a life while you're at it. Being obsessed with Louis is just bloody weird. Okay, guys, I think that's it. We've I think we've said everything we wanted to say, guys. I'm not worried about the stalkers. They dig their own hole and jump in it. the stalkers expose themselves with their actions. Yeah? They expose themselves with their actions. Not just that, no one watches their channels. You stalkers out there with YouTube channels, no one watches you. No one watches you. No one's interested in your pathetic little channels. You have zero importance. Nobody knows who you are. I repeat, to the stalker channels out there, the trashers, the anti-defending channels, no one watches you. No one watches you. You are insignificant. You are a zero. Okay, guys, we're out of here. We're out of here. The most dramatic channel in the world, defending Elvis. The most famous Elvis YouTube channel in the world, defending Elvis, with a group called Team Elvis. Everyone knows who we are. Everyone knows who we are. Team Elvis, be very proud of yourselves. Everyone knows who you are. Love you guys. You're the best. To the stalkers, get a life. Team Elvis, you rock. Aye, aye, Captain.